Okay, welcome. So this is not a video on how to graph linear equations, but I know once I get to systems, a lot of students, forget how to graph a lot of times linear equations. So I'll make sure I kind of talk my way through it, but this is going to be graphing linear systems, and we're also going to then go ahead and now describe what type of solution set we'll have. All right, so the first thing is we have two different equations that we need to graph, all right? And to graph them, we need to have an x and y axis. All right, so remember when graphing, and I'll actually write this in here, y equals mx plus b is usually going to be the preferred form that you're going to want to graph in. I will do some different methods, though, depending on what form our system is given. However, both these are in y equals mx plus b form, so that's awesome. So when they're in y equals mx plus b form, remember the first thing we want to do is plot the y-intercept. So for equation number 1, we have our y-intercept is at positive 3. So I go up to 3, 1, 2, 3, and make a nice big circle. Then I take a look at the slope, and a lot of times you can even write in the y-intercept is equal to 3, and the slope is equal to -1, because remember the slope is your m. What value is being multiplied by x? Well, in this case, it's -1, and we can rewrite that as -1 over 1. So from 3, I'm going to go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. That 1 should be right there. Then down 1 over 1. And my scaling is not really the best. I have my apologies. There you go. All right, having a little difficulty with that. So anyways, I can go ahead and graph that first equation, and I'll go ahead and label this equation number 1. Then we go and look at equation number 2, and equation number 2 says to go down 2 units for my y-intercept. I'm not going to write it into there because hopefully you can kind of remind yourself, oh yeah, okay. So the y-intercept in this equation is -2, so I've made my point. Then my slope is 3/2, so that means I'm going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, over 2 units, which is going to be the same point as over here. All right, so now you can see that these two graphs, this linear system, intersects at the point 1, 2, 1. So 2, 1. Right, so that's going to be the solution of your equation. And since they intersect at one point, we can say that this is a consistent solution, and it is independent. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you graph a linear system of equations. Thanks.